bit of a last minute live, and in all honesty, we're bringing you a live because we have so much video to edit from today, because we've had Sam, our vet, here for the day. Now, I'm starting here with Iceman, who's rather sleepy, like quite a few of them today, because he's been sedated and he's had his teeth done. But we've also had Sam looking at this little area above his eye, where some of you will remember he had a biopsy and it was shown to be a sarcoid. But the little lump that he had did pop out. But we're a bit worried because it's been growing again, and you'll see in my vlog that will appear in the next 48 hours what's happening with it and what we plan to do next. But it's been a much busier afternoon than I expected, with all the horses having dental work. There's little Floppy Doo, who is looking very animated right now, but he certainly wasn't earlier when he had his dental treatment, and there's more treatment that he's going to be needing in the next couple of weeks. Hi Karen, hi to anybody else who's joining, whether you're joining live or you're joining on catch up. We've also got Mike up there, but I don't know that we're going to have time for her to be done today. But what I thought I'd do, and Sam has very kindly agreed, hi Jay, is that we'd bring you a bit of a live of Nero, your rainbow boy, having his dental work done today. So for those of you who are a little bit squeamish about dental work, then you may not want to watch this. Feel free to ask any questions, and if I can answer them, or if Sam's not too engrossed in what he's doing, then he may very kindly answer for us. So we've got Frey there on the right, holding on to Nero, Rainbow Boy. This is Sam Galloway from Frame and Partners up in Penrith. Frame Swift and Partners, sorry, Sam. I do know that. Yeah, no, it's fine. You know, I feel. I'm not, my name's not on it. So. Yeah. Oh, we won't talk about it. So should it be Frame Swift and Galloway and Partners?
Galloway and Partners. No,
just Galloway. No, you're live now, Sam. So you can't say things. Now I haven't actually put the microphone on Sam, which is probably just as well. So nobody will have heard you say that anyway, Sam.
Say what?
Say what, exactly. So just for anyone here, hi Pat, hi Valerie, hi Simone, hi to anybody else who is joining us. Let me just explain a little bit about what's going on here. So Nero has, is it called a gag?
Yeah.
Sam, so he has a gag in...
Or a speculum.
Or a what?
Some people call it a speculum.
A speculum.
Yeah, I call it, well, whatever, just thing to hold his mouth open.
Yeah.
My fingers safe.
Yeah, because, so Nero has had a little bit of sedation because we know that he gets quite fidgety, plus he has a few issues with his teeth. Hi Anne. You don't want to look closely because you're squeamish. Well, Anne, you certainly won't want to look at the vlog of what Anya had done today. Yeah, that was even quite shocking for me because I didn't expect it. We won't blame Sam for not explaining properly, you know. Yeah, but that will all come in a later vlog. So Nero, as many of you know, joined us nearly 2 years ago. I say that because I should give a little plug to his quilt that's up and running at the moment, and you've got till the 7th of November, which is 2 years to the day of when he arrived, and there's a very, very special quilt that's up for raffle. So he's had a number of issues, primarily with his hock. He's had that operated on, and if you've followed our channel, then you'll know that he has ups and downs in how he copes with that. Sam has helped us an awful lot over the years, over the last 2 years, with managing his pain and his management overall. But today he's looking at his teeth again. Yes, this guy is a horse dentist. He's a fully qualified vet, but Sam does specialise in dental work primarily equine dental work or all
I
animal?
don't do any small animal dental work.
You don't do small animal
It's,
dental work.
It's very, very different. And we've got vets with surgery who do a lot of cat and dog dental work, but I come from the cat or dog dental for 23 years.
Okay. Can I give you a microphone?
Okay.
Would you object? Sorry.
I'm going to make this microphone manky.
That's fine. I can clip it on. That's it.
All right, mate.
So, if you're not too engrossed in what you're doing, would you be all right, Sam, to explain what you found with Nero's teeth since he's been here?
He did have some, well, he still does, he did have some gaps, mainly on this side between his teeth, which have actually healed up pretty well. But the ones on this side, his right, left, so I'm looking at it, and there's a bit of food getting trapped between the teeth, which then sort of actually starts getting digested in the mouth. And yeah, it's a good job it's not, you can't smell it because it's absolutely rank. It's just,
And it really does smell disgusting.
It really, really, really smells, yeah. And it's quite uncomfortable for him. So he's getting all that food picked and flushed out, and then trying to get his teeth into a state where the food doesn't keep getting trapped. Good man.
And we've had this with a number of the Friesians. We've got quite a few with diastemas that do require quite regular management. So Sam is having to come and do dental work with the horses every sort of 3 to 4 months. And as I say, it's been quite a busy afternoon with a lot more work than we were initially expecting with all their teeth. Which does mean that we're going to have a number of them that are going to have to go up to the surgery to have more work done in the next couple of weeks. So the 2 older boys, Hoitzer and Hidda, will be heading up there. I'll just give you a brief summary, but as I say, you'll see more in the vlog once it appears. So Hidda's going to have his gaps bridged, which I didn't even know was a thing.
A bit more sedation.
Yeah.
I'm going to groove those gaps.
Is that just because he's moving a bit too much?
Yeah, I'm going to put a groove across the gaps, just try and stop the food getting trapped.
Okay. No, Tony, Sam's not going to look at your teeth as well. Is this horse a Norfolk Roadster? No, this horse is a Friesian horse. Hi Elliot, hi Tara. A gap or a gag? It's a gag. But it's a gag that he needs to see the gaps in his teeth. So you're right on both counts, really. Yes, it does smell when they have the diastemas, which is where they have the gaps in their teeth. The food gets impacted and it causes inflammation and pain to them, and it becomes very, very smelly. So they have very bad breath. Jay, I don't know. I was asking Sam this earlier, whether it was just because they're getting older that we've got more with diastemas. But if you think of Nero, he's only 6. Nika's had them most of her life. So
there's lots of factors that can contribute to it. Horses' teeth, or their cheek teeth, should effectively act as one unit. So all 6 teeth should be jammed really tightly together. And if you look at an X-ray of a horse's teeth, the first one's angled like that, and the last one's angled like that. So as they grow, the occlusal surface, the bit they chew on, is sort of really pushed together because the teeth are growing like that. If they grow the conformation is that the teeth are too upright, then they aren't wedged together, and so you can get gaps forming. And the other thing which sometimes causes it, which is probably the case for Nero, I shouldn't wipe my hands with this stinking horse. Anyway, never mind.
That's
I've got
okay.
it on my nose now.
That's
Smell
okay.
it. And you should smell. He'll have. If the horse's mouth, if you imagine this is his teeth, and he's got 6 teeth running across. If he has a ridge going that way across the teeth, then that ridge will push the lower teeth apart that way. So there's a ridge coming down, which then pushes the teeth apart. So horses should have ridges running along the teeth. They shouldn't normally be removed because it increases the surface area of the tooth and allows them to chew more efficiently. But if you've got one ridge which is bigger than the others, and particularly if it's sitting opposite two lower teeth or two upper teeth, that ridge will sort of sink down to the tooth and push them apart, and that can be what creates. And I mean, the gaps are tiny, tiny gaps. You know, you don't look in the mouth and sort of see, you know, a gap that big. They're only sort of the width of a sort of blade of grass or hay.
Right.
But when they chew, if anything gets pushed into it, you know, it's like sort of chewing a sweet corn or something. If you get a bit between your teeth,
And you don't.
you want to pull it out because it's uncomfortable, but they're not very good at flossing. So
No, that's the thing. We need somebody to create proper horse tooth flossing gadget.
So I'll just
So there we go. There's a challenge for somebody.
Yeah, put that on Dragon's
Sam,
Den.
could you not have designed that?
With all my
And
free
then-
time, yeah.
Yeah, with
Well,
all your free time.
We were discussing that earlier, weren't we?
We were.
Yeah.
T-line tea time. That's very interesting. I never saw an equine dentist. Well, here we go. You're getting to see one today. And this is quite a scary thing. Who would like their teeth done like this? Sam has a drill. I remember being horrified the first time I saw you using this because I'd only ever seen dentists using hand rasps,
Yeah.
which is what everybody used to use years ago. But you like to save your muscles, don't you, Sam? You know.
Well, there is that, but it's actually safer. You know, with the rasps, if you caught the gum, you can make them bleed. But with this, you know, if you put it doesn't
shave your arms.
No, so if it's something solid, it'll groom,
Yeah.
polish that. But if it's on soft tissue, so although it's more efficient for me and it's safer for them, so
It's a win-win.
what's not to like?
Exactly. Yeah, the instruments are huge compared to ours. Yeah, they would be quite frightening if they were heading towards our mouth. Gracie, Nero is doing well. But I think Nero knows these days that everybody's just trying to help him.
Good lad.
Jay, what about those water flosses for horses?
Well, that's sort of what that is. But you need to have this in and have them sedated to use that.
Yeah.
So I mean, just sticking a hose pipe in, if he'd let you, you know.
Nero would let you.
Well,
Definitely.
if you squirt a hose pipe in,
Right.
it'll get things moving around. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put
So-
the drill.
Oh, sorry. Do you want me to pass it to you?
Good man. Good lad.
So that stand is just to obviously hold his head up right at the right angle. You a close up. Let's see if I can to see exactly. But you can get the gist. So you can see Sam's washing out any excess food in the corner of his mouth there.
Well, it's actually to cool the tooth down.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll stop commenting
No,
on
no,
what
no,
you're
it's
doing.
fine. I don't want to sort of correct you publicly, but it's to
No,
really
you
to cool the
can.
tooth down, and it's just to make sure I'm in the right place, because if you don't get the drill exactly right, you can do some pretty serious damage to the tooth. So you have to just keep doing a small amount and then checking again.
Afternoon, Maria.
Typical. Change battery.
So yeah,
Sorry.
it's only because you lie. Well, to be honest,
Yeah.
the battery's been worn down today because you've done so many dentals.
Good man.
Hi, Inika. Hi, Nemo. Cooking and looking. What are you cooking today, Inika? You're gonna make me hungry. We're not removing decayed teeth today, but interesting you say that, because the first time you looked in Nero's mouth, there was quite a lot of decay, wasn't there?
There was, yeah.
And that was probably a lot of it to do with having too much sugar in his diet. Do you not think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But that's improved, hasn't it? Because we don't
Yeah, it has,
feed
yeah,
a lot of sugar. So we did the right thing changing the horse's diet, didn't we?
Yeah. Good man.
Oh, Inika, you're having pasta. But when you say about removing decayed teeth, this is something that Nika, who was the last to be done. Nika's suffered with diastemas all her life, or pretty much most of her life, and we're just not getting on top of them, and she's constantly quidding. So she is going to have to go up and have 2 teeth removed just to help her. But we can tie that in. For those of you who know about Nika, she's also had the problem with a rotated pedal bone. So she'll be going up to the surgery up at Penrith to have 2 teeth removed and also an updated x-ray on her foot. But as I say, this will all come in a vlog, so you'll be able to watch more about that later. How old is Nero? He's 6 years old now. Thank you, Lorna. Nice to see you. You're feeling queasy with this. Trust me, you don't want to see what Anya had done today. I think Frey's already you've already put a short on, haven't you? Oh, have you not?
Well, I've made it and I uploaded it, but it's blocked it because it doesn't like the music, so I have to do that on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't like the music?
Yeah. YouTube decided it didn't like the music that Frey put to the video. That was just a little short video of what Sam's been doing here this afternoon. We've kept you quite busy. Hi, Agawali. Jay, you're right. Nika is a sweet horse, and you know she's been struggling with her teeth for a long time. She's been struggling with her feet and her white line disease. Bless her. She's another one of our disabled residents, and we've got quite a few. Bad Rock, the Tooth Fairy is going to be happy. Well, I don't know. What do you think the Tooth Fairy should get Nika?
I've often wondered that.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Maybe a cheque to pay for the vet's bill. Karen, yes, that's a very good question. Has Sam looked at Smurfy's eyes? And we're at the point where there's so much video from today that we're almost going to give Smurfy his own video of his little old man health checkup. But yeah, we'll see how the editing goes. But yes, in short, Sam has looked at his eyes and we have nothing to worry about. But he'll tell you more once that video comes out. MG, it looks like your teeth are in bad shape. Well, they're not in the best of shape, but that's why Sam's having a look at them, and that's why we have Sam here very regularly to keep on top of them, because it's one of those things with horses that, you know, you don't necessarily see that they've got problems in their mouth, and it's not until you have, you know, equine dentist or your vet, you know, come along and look in them that you suddenly realise, oh, this might be why my horse isn't very happy. Or why they're quidding, or why they're making funny movements with their jaw, or why they're not accepting their bit. So having the horses checked regularly is a really important part of their day-to-day management. Horsey needs an electric toothbrush. Well, don't know that we could teach them to use an electric toothbrush. Nero would just eat it, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, that is good news on Smurfy, isn't it? Yep, Jay, you're right. Nero would eat the toothbrush.
Right, okay, Philip.
Or he'd chase others around with it. Tara says, thank you, Sam.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
To be honest, the only reason Sam's still here is because the motorway's shut, so he agreed to do a few more.
Do more, exactly, might as well, yeah.
Yeah. feline tea time. Yes, no more sugar and brush your teeth every day, Nero. Well, we, for those who don't know, we did change the horse's diet a couple of years ago, and oh look, we've got a Lynn. Sorry, we've got a Lynn who's been cleaning bridles for us. Thank you very much, Lynn. So we moved them all onto. It's a Thunderbrooks feed, and you know we're not affiliated with Thunderbrooks. We don't have any kind of collaboration, but it is a feed that's free from chemicals and sugars, and it definitely has helped all the horses. Hi Laura. Oh, we've got Slave Eddie back. Hi beautiful superior white goddess. Well, if you keep it appropriate then you can stay with us on the channel, but otherwise we might have to say goodbye. Hi Lawrence. To change topics for a moment, girls turn out and building land development interview with engineer. Excellent. Oh, well, Tony will be delighted to hear that, because from being somebody who never wanted to be on camera to being interviewed and explaining fantastically well about what's going on, he'll be very pleased to hear that you enjoyed that. And we will collar him again. They had to call off today because of the motorway being cut. They were going to go and get some drainage to go down there, but hopefully that will happen tomorrow. Inika, you just hit the like button. Thank you to anyone who hits the like button, and I'm sure Sam, Nero and Faye will be delighted to see lots of little love hearts or little happy faces appearing on the screen. There we go. Thank you very much. Feline, you brush your cat's teeth every day and her teeth are fine. She's 16. Well, that's good to know. What do you use to clean your cat's teeth? Is it a normal toothbrush?
Asking me?
No,
Yeah.
I'm asking
Yes, you do,
them
yeah,
online.
yeah.
Do you, but is that what you use? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Do you do that with dogs as well?
You can get pet toothbrushes, but any brush. The best way of cleaning your dog or your cat's teeth is just to brush them, same as yourself.
So would you use like a Colgate or a?
No, you wouldn't.
No.
You wouldn't. It's too frothy.
So
but just that you can.
Hi Maria.
You can get sort of enzyme-based pet toothpastes, but otherwise, if they don't like it, then just the physical action of brushing helps remove the plaque.
Okay.
And prevent dental disease. Brushing is far and away the best way to keep cat and dog teeth healthy. Okay. Even though I haven't done a dog or a cat dental for 4 years.
You're showing your age
I know
now,
that
Sam.
that's the best way of keeping them clean.
So yeah. What are we thinking about Nero's mouth and his teeth?
Well, on this side, his left, it's improved a lot. The other side, there's 3 gaps on his lower arcade, which are pretty sore, but I've got it all flushed out. I've put a groove across them, so there's basically like a gutter, so when he chews, the food's not getting pushed into it. Mm-hmm. And I've taken down the ridges opposing it, and then probably check him in about 3 months and see how he's looking. Okay. But I think it'll be, if the right side improves as much as the left side does, then that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it will? Is it quite, I'd be optimistic he will, yeah. I mean, I think he got it early enough that hopefully it won't be a long-term source of discomfort for him anyway. Well, that's good that we get one end sorted out. You know, whether we'll ever get the other end sorted out, Nero, what do we think? Eh? Oh, look, he's having a little sleep now. I think half the horses here have had a sleep today. You can use a toothbrush made for small children, yes? Yeah, oh. Yeah. You can get cat and dog ones. Okay. There's
pets at home, apparently. They've got all the gear.
Yeah, there's all sorts you can get. But it really, the main thing is to brush them. It doesn't have to be, a specific canine or feline one. I mean, I say you can get them, or a children's one, or even just any toothbrush. Yeah. Yeah. It's the action of brushing that does the most benefit.
And is that better than like with dogs chewing bones?
Yeah.
Aren't bones
well, no, the chewing big bones is probably pretty good for them. Yeah. Do
you think some of these commercial animal feeds don't help the teeth and they cause a lot of decay? Or am I putting
Wow,
it?
you
Yeah,
put me on the spot there, yeah.
No, that's mean. I shouldn't ask you that.
Can you ask me
you
for
that.
brands to recommend?
Oh God, no, I wouldn't do that
No, I'm
because I
joking.
don't know. I don't recommend.
Yeah.
You don't have to
I
answer
might
that,
swerve
Sam.
that one, but
Yeah,
I mean,
no, that's fine.
chewing bones, particularly in dogs, hard bone. You know, you don't want to be feeding like sort of cooked chicken bones or anything like that. But hard bones probably is good for the teeth.
Yeah.
And it's the same as us. You know, if we eat nothing but soft food, it's not very good for your teeth. And
No, exactly.
chewing on a hard carrot, something which just gives a bit of. Well, no, but you know, you want to you want to give your teeth some work to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Nero, you're not going to be doing any work today. I think it's bedtime for you. So, just one thing while we're showing Nero sedated there, it's really important now. He'll come out of here, but we have to make sure that he doesn't have haylage to eat, because while they're sleepy, you don't want them eating. It's fine for them to eat grass. That's right, isn't it, Sam? Because it's soft.
It's better, but you're better off not giving anything to eat until they're round from the sedation, because otherwise they can get a bit choked. And if they don't swallow properly, whether it's grass is better than haylage.
Yeah.
But I'd probably keep him off food until he's looking
until he's a little
normal again.
brighter. Yeah. Jay says Sam is such a good vet, explaining all the things he does to the horses.
Shucks.
Yeah. Bad Rock, Nero looks close to death. He's not close to death. He's just in a very deep sleep.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah. Don't worry, he's not dying.
No.
He's
You do occasionally see a horse. Sometimes you get out of the car to a horse that's you've been called to, and they look like that, and they're not sedated, and that's not a good sign. I quite agree, but this is entirely down to sedation.
Yeah. So we're all very jealous right now because we all want to sleep like the horses. He is ready for bed, and you know he will go in the stable tonight. But for those of you who didn't see Frey's vlog that she posted last night, you'll see that he's got nice shiny new shoes, and I'm very pleased to say that he is walking so much better. He's more comfortable on that hock as well, so keeping him away from all the other boys and that big field is the right thing to do right now. Right, anything else we want to add? Does anybody have any questions? Where did this study, how long is the specialisation after vet studies to become an equine dentist?
So where did I study?
Where did you study?
I trained at Edinburgh a long time ago.
He's just turned 50.
Yeah, thanks for that. It's all right, it's fine.
That's okay.
I'm all right with it.
Happy birthday to you.
No, it was a while ago. It was a while ago. I haven't done any specific dentistry. Well, I've been on dentistry courses. I haven't done any specific dentistry qualifications. It's just a question of doing more and more of it. It's something which to be honest, when I qualified, it was dentistry was starting to just emerge from the dark ages, and people realising that actually there is a lot that goes on inside a horse's mouth if you actually look for it. And I didn't like people saying, "Oh, horses are a messy eater when it's quidding," because horses, when they're quidding, they're not messy eaters. It's because they're painful, and when you actually start looking for things, then you find the problems.
Then you realise why.
So that's one of these things that once you start doing a lot of it, you end up doing even more because people see that you're interested in it, and then ask you to do more of it. So it just sort of went on from there, really. But
do you still enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to say no, isn't it? But,
well,
but no, I do. I find. I mean, I like loads of aspects of the job, and I wouldn't want to do 100% dentistry. But yeah, I like doing dentistry, and particularly, corrective stuff when you stop a horse from quidding, or anything that's uncomfortable, really. I mean, I saw a horse a couple of weeks ago, which had got 2 fractured teeth, which had only been picked up on a routine dental check by a dentist, who then referred it to me for extractions or to be investigated. And that horse had never knowingly been in dental pain, but there's absolutely no question that it was at some point being a lot of pain. It probably was in chronic pain up to last week or a couple of weeks ago when he took 2 teeth out.
Has
And I mean,
the owner mentioned whether the horse is so much happier in itself? Or?
It's probably, I haven't actually seen it since. I'm seeing it later this week. But you do, it's not at all unusual to take a diseased tooth out and then someone say that in hindsight they realised that it'd been in chronic pain because the horse's performance or demeanour improves, even if they hadn't realised that the performance or demeanour had been subdued. Then and it's the same with cats and dogs sometimes. You know, colleagues will do, big dental procedures on a dog where there hadn't really been a perception of a problem other than smelly breath. And then as soon as either the teeth are clean, the gums are cleaned up or a diseased tooth's removed, often within 48 hours, people say, I hadn't realised how uncomfortable he was, but then they're just brighter and they've got more of a spark.
That must be one of the most satisfying things of your job, really.
Yeah, it's nice when that happens.
Nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It is nice. Pace so often underestimated or dismissed.
I don't rate it.
Thank you, sir.
I don't. I'm
you
not.
Don't rate pain?
No, I don't. It's not. I'm not a fan.
Are you a bit of a worse?
Absolutely. Yeah. Anything
you didn't like it when Hoytzer jumped on your foot that time, did you? I think there was cursing.
I've forgotten that.
Did you? It's when you put the steroids in his feet.
No, he kicked me in the face.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
No, he didn't jump on my foot. He kicked me in the nose.
Yeah, he did get your nose. Yeah.
It was my own fault. My face too close to him, but that wasn't. And there's one time you weren't filming me.
I know. And if I had been,
quite
I would have put it
that.
in slow motion.
Yeah. Didn't break it, so it's all right.
No, but that's okay. You're going to be injecting his feet again with Arthrimid in a couple of weeks. Go on, just while we've got lots of people on. So Hoytzer suffers with arthritis in his front feet. He's had steroid injections 4 months ago, but we're now going to try some Arthrimid. What's the main difference between Arthrimid and steroids?
They've got a different mode of action. The steroids are more just a plain anti-inflammatory, just essentially reduce inflammation within the joint. Arthrimid affects more the synovial membrane, which is basically the joint capsule, if you like. And there's a certain amount of evidence to say that's where a lot of the pain comes from. And Arthrimid helps repair and reduce inflammation in the joint capsule more than the actual whole joint itself.
Okay, so we're going to give that a go with Hoytzer and see if it works.
Yeah.
And hopefully do a little bit more with his teeth to help him be more comfortable. But thank you, Sam. Really appreciate you doing your first live. Took a little bit of persuading, but we might get you to do it again. You've had over 200 people on.
Is that right? 200 people, well, there you go.
So I think everybody needs to send lots of likes again for Sam, and it might encourage him to do it again one day.
God, nothing like a bit of pressure, is there?
No, we like to
the sun's out.
People. The sun is out, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Sam.
I'm coming back, yeah.
He's coming back to clear up all his bits and pieces. I'd usually help him, but I'm filming. Look, little Nero, somebody did ask how long did the sedation work. I would say probably within about half an hour, 40 minutes, he'll be more awake, but we will still move him out of the barn because just by moving him, it will help him wake up. So, Frey, do you want to bring him out? So he will stagger a little bit. Come on, Nero. Come on. But sometimes you need to do that. We have to jump as well. Thank you, Andrea. So, as you can see, I don't know whether we got any good footage of him walking on the stones before, where he was very sore. But this is significantly better now that he's got the shoes on. Jay says, thanks, Sam, for an informative teeth sesh.
No worries.
Yeah. So Nero's just going to come over here and stand in the sunshine for a while. We've got Annie here, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a quick look. So if you're squeamish, look away, because this isn't... It's fine. That's fine, I can do it. So if you're squeamish, look away. So Annie, some of you know that she's struggled with the skin on her chest for a while. So there is quite a lot of blood there because she has had a section taken away that's going to go for biopsy so that we can find out, hopefully find out a little bit more about it. But again, that's all going to appear in the vlog. You're not looking, Lorna. No, I don't blame you. Yeah, so she has had stitches in that. Catch-22 because she really needs to be wearing a rug because she gets very itchy, but we obviously now can't put a rug on her. So I'm hoping it's going to stay windy, which will blow away some of the bugs. Lisa was almost sick when she came around the corner and saw what was happening. So as I say, it's going to be a little bit grim if you want to.
Like that.
Yeah.
I came around the corner, it's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Happened.
So there's Annie. She's also Sam. Shall I take your microphone off you, just in case you start cursing? You know.
As if.
As if. Thank you. Oh, there's people. Oh, okay. What else? Who else have we got? So I've told you about Iceman. Told you about Nika. I think I've pretty much told you about them all. Sorry, this was a last minute one, but you know, I needed to get Sam's approval first. So, you know, I didn't want to say that we were going to do it without having checked with him. So thank you to everybody who's joined live, or whether you're watching this back later. For anybody who's decided to subscribe to the channel, you get to see more random day-to-day life here at the sanctuary. We share lives, we also do regular vlogs, and it is just literally life as it happens here, so we don't stage anything. So any lover of animals is welcome to join us, and it's only thanks to all of you that we are able to give these horses the very best care and treatment that they so thoroughly deserve. So I will just take you through here to see who's left. So we've got Renska in there, Nikinu's in there, Nero will be going in his stable here. Here's Molly again. Not quite sure where Micah, Hydra and Prince are, but they're floating around somewhere. So I think it's a morning if it's that time of day, and we'll see you again very soon.